Alright, we're live. What is up? Guys, what's up, Rowdy Nation? Or Rage Nation, whatever you guys want to call yourself. Yeah, so here we are. We're live. This is, I believe, our 8th episode of Rowdy Nights, and this one is obviously, Championship Edition. It's really just talking about Homestead and some other stuff. Also, by the way, thanks. It was Stopmania. Yep, I say that to myself every day, too. Right. So, we're gonna hop right in. We're gonna go to MRA. We're gonna go, obviously, our normal schedule. It's MRA. So, obviously, MRA truck race. Great race. Dominated by Nug. He finally got that victory. He finally got that victory. Bittersweet. He's waited over half the season now to just get that victory. And he finally went out and got it at the truck race. It was a complete dominant performance. I got the pole, and then he just completely dominated all day. I was running the truck race and I could not even catch him. There was some with that 66 truck. He was just so fast. Now, onto Xfinity, I wasn't able to catch most of that. I honestly wasn't able to catch really, any of the Xfinity Series event, but I do know that the winner was Breezy. I heard Breezy won, Breezy got the victory. I heard he led 99% of the laps. That was a little bit crazy. I heard that he led 99% of the laps and stuff like that. Don't you love when people say stuff to you and then immediately take it back because they realize that you own a lead? No, I'm kidding. I literally don't care about that. So, now, obviously, Xfinity, we talked about trucks. Let's hop to Cup, man. Cup Series race at Daytona was honestly probably my favorite race that we have ever done. Lego snapped his 42 race win streak. With the, I'm gonna get killed if I don't talk about the Checkered Flag Studios, because it's literally all that King Prime could talk about earlier. We'll hop back to Xfinity for a second. We'll talk about Breezy being the super speedway god, apparently. He comes out here and he wins Daytona, and he won the 500, or whatever it's called, the Power Shares, whatever. The first Daytona, and now he won the second one. Obviously, hop right into our predictions. MRA D3 Dover. So Dover is a crazy track, and the trucks are coming back here for the first time, and I forget how long. But, obviously, in real life, I went to Dover this season. I only was there for the Cup race, and, I saw Jimmy wreck, or Jimmy didn't even start the race. So, good job, Avia. Sorry. So we'll, hop right into D3. If we're being honest with my D3 prediction for Dover, my prediction, you better write this down because I'm 90% sure that I got this prediction on a formula. I'm going Nugfits. I feel like Nugfits is amazing. He has amazing momentum going. But honestly, it could be Homestead. It could be Nugfits or it could be Homestead. Those are my two for Dover because they have been really fast all season. And obviously, Homestead's been dominant. So now on to D2 Road America. My prediction is obviously Rocky. If I didn't choose Rocky, I'd be stupid. But if we were to pick a full-time driver, I'd go with Pepsi. Because I raced Pepsi at Watkins Glen a few weeks ago in Xfinity, and he was doing it there. On to Cup Series at Chicagoland. If we're doing predictions at what I think's going to happen, I am going to drive into the back of Rocky on the white flag, and Rocky's been out, and I'm going to win the race. Oof. Okay, Jet's making fun of the right now in the chat. Okay, so let's, I guess, hop on to our next topic, which was Jet. I don't think you should be making any more jokes anymore because we're about to hop into the champion topic. So, terrible crash, and what are you talking about? In what? Oh, an HM or something like that? Oh, he said HM, obviously. Okay, so, we're gonna hop right into Camping World Truck Series Championship race. I watched that race. My prediction was Brett Moffitt. I wanted Brett Moffitt to win that race just because I don't really like Gregson anymore. So essentially, like, just the truck race was just great all around, like every single truck race is. Brett Moffitt got the victory, but he did not get it. It was not. He had a race, Grant Infinger and Noah Gregson for the victory. Stuart Friesen 4th, Sheldon Creed 5th, Matt Crafton, Hunter Nemechek 7th, Justin Haley 8th, Jesse Little 9th, and Ben Rhodes finished up the season strong in 10th. I'll go on to notable finishes. DJ Kennington 26th. Jordan Anderson, my boy, 20th. Honestly, something else that I can talk about if we're on the topic. Brennan Poole raced at Homestead in the Truck Series for the, forget what team it was called. Forgot what the team was, but I did know he raced the number 35, and he ended up getting 19th, and it was a Toyota. Now, on to Xfinity, where our champion was none other than Tyler Reddick. Cole Custer, I believe, completely dominated Stage 1 and Stage 2, and, he had a little bit of trouble, and Tyler Reddick take the victory. John Hunter Nemechek out a great season for him. Daniel Hemrick 4th, Austin Cindric 5th, Ryan in 6th, Justin Allgaier 7th in the number 6, Brandon Jones 8th, and Michael Annett got 9th. I wonder if that's a little bit of foreshadowing for the end of maybe next season. Matt Tifft finished out in 10th. Now, Christopher Bell got 11th. Yeah. So Ross Chastain got 16th. Spencer Gallagher 17th. Going on to Shane Lee 20th after battling the leader. I saw him up there. Carl Long, the Dodge, the only Dodge, 33rd. Whoa, the chat. Now on to the Cup Series. I watched 2008 champion. Before, he was not really leading this thing for a lot of it. I thought Truex got the championship, Truex or Harvick, but ended up surprisingly the top four, with the final four, with Truex coming in second, Kevin Harvick finishing third, Kyle Busch in fourth, Brad Keselowski. A lot of people had him as the champion coming into the race. Matt Kenseth finished out he finished a season that was very up and down. In 6th place, Chase Elliott. Everybody thought he was going to be the champion until ISM, until he wrecked. Clint Boyer. Pushed. Austin Dillon got 3rd. Kyle Larson got 13th. Austin Dillon got 11th. Kyle Larson got 13th after winning stage 2. Jimmy Johnson ended up getting a 14th place finish in his final race with Chad Canales and Lowe's. Ryan Blaney, 17th. Matthew Benedetto, 26th to finish out his season in the 32. Daniel Suarez in the 19 finished out his season in the he finished 30th. Ross Chastain finished in 33rd. And another thing I want to point out about the Cup race, one more thing I wanted to point out, every single car in the field finished this race. Every single car in the whole field finished the race. All 39 cars finished the race running. So, now after that, 2009 predictions for NASCAR are, if we're going by the rides that are open and who is already going where. Sorry, 2019. Did I say 2009? I wish it was 2000 again. So, who's going to the 9 in JRM? I believe it could be. We could see a lot. We could see some of the Cup drivers hop in that. Like Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott and Byron. Maybe they could hop in and run a few Xfinity races here and there. But if I were to choose a full-time driver for that ride, I would honestly think maybe if Shane Lee doesn't have any 2019 plans, I think Dale Jr. would love to pick up Shane Lee. Alright. So, let's hop to the next obvious car that was left open in Xfinity. Number 1. My original pick for the number 1 was, I predicted Ross Chastain to go to the 1 on JRM. But I don't think Chastain got that. I don't think, well, obviously he didn't because he went to the 42, but I don't think that Junior would hire Chastain. So yeah. So on to next predictions in Xfinity. I forgot what other ride is open. There's one that I should have talked about. It was the 24. Yeah, I feel like Haley's gonna stay in that. I feel like Chad Fincham might be out of a ride next season, though. Let's go down to trucks. Brett Moffitt. Don't know where he's going at all. But if I had to choose a logical place... Gregson's the one. Crap, forgot about that. I forgot that was... No, sorry. Oh, I'm stupid. Sorry, was I the one that hit the death wall before the green flag waved in IBRA? Sorry. So. Okay, so obviously Gregson to the 1. I would since crap. Wait, no, the team isn't shutting down, is it? Is Hattori shutting down? I don't think it is. Whatever. Since Hattori might be shutting down, Brett Moffitt, I would say, would go to KBM. I feel like he would get a shot in a KBM ride, or he would go to a GMS ride. But yeah. Hattori was allied with KBM, you are correct? So, what else? What else? 32 in the Cup Series. If I had to choose a logical driver to drive the 32, like if I owned the number 32, I'd try to pick up AJ Allmendinger. I think AJ Allmendinger would go to that ride. And as for where Suarez is going, to be honest, Suarez might go to the 1. Daniel Suarez. If I had to choose like a logical car for him to drive, I would say the 1. I would think Suarez could go to the 1 because that seat is open because Jamie McMurray has no 2009 plans, he said. So, yeah. As for the 31, I feel like as for the 31, maybe Shane Lee could take a chance on that once or twice, maybe. Because obviously, I mean, like, if Shane Lee doesn't go to the 9, then I would feel like he would get a shot in the 31. Like how Daniel Hemrick got a shot in the 8, and now he's driving it full time. But yeah. Or wait, no. It wasn't announced that Daniel Hemrick would be in the 8, correct? Daniel Hemrick was just beat with RCR, so he's probably going to be in the 8. He's probably going to be in the 31. I know what I'm saying. Like, if technically RCR was like, well, we have Hemrick going to RCR, we have him for our team, then why not, take him? You think, well, he's going to stay in the same car it was in this season, right? But then you realize they can't use the same car it was this season because the aero pack. So nothing's confirmed. So, yeah. So now we're going to move back to a subject we were on before, and that is obviously, the channel we're streaming this on, and it's a show from MRA. It was rumored at Daytona that MRA would have a Division 4, and that in Division 4 we would possibly run ARCA or late models, or maybe even KN. So that was rumored for D4. So that was rumored. Nobody really knows what Jet plans are for that, but we could all guess. So, what about Jeffrey Earnhardt running possible rides? Jeffrey Earnhardt got signed to 9 races on JGR? Believe in the number 18. Is that true? You see, now, for everybody that does like Jeffrey Earnhardt, then they're going to see the chance that Jeffrey Earnhardt might be an overrated Earnhardt. It might be, he might just not perform up to where everybody thought he would. But maybe, everybody will just pretend that he's a great driver. You know what I mean? So, now, I'm going to talk about my opinions on MRA having a D4. I feel like it would be great. And I do feel like that Jet should allow some D1 drivers to race D4 at certain races. because NASCAR actually does that. At K&N this year, Sonoma, when K&N was at Sonoma, and Cup Series was also at Sonoma, the Cup drivers raced K&N. So I feel like that should be, that would be cool. Yeah, so it was rumored, and I had a talk with Maxie about it earlier, not earlier today, but I had a talk about it, or not even talk. It's like he brought it up, and yeah, he said that we might have a D4. So if we do have a D4, that'd be pretty cool to run. What I do think would be cool is if the D4 it would be like ARCA. That'd be cool if D4 was like ARCA, because then if it was ARCA, we would run dirt track. We'd run like Springfield and whatever other weird tracks that they run. But yeah. But yeah, so I forgot what else I was going to talk about. I guess I'll move on to IBRA. Talk about what happened in IBRA today. So it was horrible. I'm kidding. I'm not even going to talk about that. It was so bad. I'll talk about what happened in I'll talk about just some stuff that could be happening in NASCAR soon. Jet out for this one if he wants to come on for a few minutes to do the closing bits of this stream. He said, yeah. So we couldn't get the other mic work. So that's an oof. But I'll talk about stuff that was rumored over the past month. So crap. So it was announced that NASCAR had a meeting with International Speedway Court, which essentially means that NASCAR could potentially buy International Speedway Corp, because if they buy International Speedway Corp, they could essentially make purchase some other track under the International Speedway Corp name and have the International Speedway Corp own them. But NASCAR would own International Speedway Corp, which they already kind of do, but they're talking about like actually buying it. But this essentially is the next step, bringing NASCAR back to old tracks they used to run. And also if they do this NASCAR with the purchase of ARCA at the end of this season, right? Didn't NASCAR purchase ARCA? It didn't happen. I'm looking that up right now. Yeah, so NASCAR bought ARCA. So that's the thing. NASCAR bought ARCA, meaning they can bring ARCA to some shorter tracks. And it means that NASCAR had bought ARCA meaning that we're going to see more ARCA drivers move up to the Cup, move up to trucks. That's why we saw Sheldon Creed, a lot of truck races. But now I'm going to do the final bit of the stream, and after I close this, after I finish up talking about this stuff, we're going to close out the stream. So let's go. Now, for MRA 7, there was some news being rumored, and all of this was confirmed. This is all confirmed. All of this. Every single bit of information I'm about to say was all confirmed. It was all confirmed that it will be happening, but it all could get canceled. So, the fuel will be 3,000 milliliters starting at the start of Season 7, which means they will, I believe, decreased fuel cells from Season 4, and meaning we will finally have fuel again, meaning we could have some green flag pit stop, or, intentionally spinning out so they can get some fuel. So, yeah. So, another thing is, MRA will now be hiring broadcasters. Essentially means I will get hired to broadcast D3 or D2 races, probably. So, the MRA, for the McCool Studios has, what's it called? So McCool Studios essentially talked about building some new racetracks to burst into the MRA scene. And that will be cool, seeing some new racetracks that are, most people have raced in every single track in MRA. So now, obviously, we're going to talk about Dodge coming back, meaning we know what Team JJ, we know what Speed Motorsports is going to turn into, what type of car they're going to run at the start of Season 7. Season 4 setups. Season 4 setups. Which essentially means it's going to be stupid. Sorry, but it's not going to work. The Season 4 setups were so loose. But that's going to happen. Then, lane scripts at certain racetracks. So that's going to be, we're going to have lane scripts at certain tracks. Hey, Jed, are we ever going to have that rule where first place has to run the bottom, second place has to run the middle, third place has to run the outside? Yeah, that was rumored to be a rule at the start of Season 2. At the start of Season 2, there was a rumor that Jet was going to make a rule where where the first place had to run the bottom, second place had to run the middle, third place had to run the top. Like, that was a straight up rule. Funniest thing ever. I remember I was talking to PK about it, because this is right after I got banned, and I just remember that I was talking about that. I got so mad, because that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But yeah. So now we're gonna talk about tight setups where you gotta brake. I don't know if I really like about this, because the braking is, nobody knows how to do that. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can brake in MRA. That's why Watkins Glen is the worst. Decal schemes only. I heard about that, which essentially means that we're gonna be like what? We're gonna be like Max now, where we only have to run stuff like that. We can only run decal schemes. They announced that in like a few seasons ago. You can only run decal schemes. Okay, so sponsor system. I'm not sure exactly what the sponsor system is. I'm not exactly sure what that is. What the sponsor system is. But I'm 90% sure where it is like you have to pay your drivers that you sponsored or whatever like that. Season 2 point system will return. I don't really know what that means, but I'm assuming it's going to be good. Fixing drafting, which is not really going to work because that is just going to be like the dude that got flung is going to be able to catch back up to the field. Well, that could help. No caution. So yeah. Are you reserve sponsors? Is that what it means? You serious? And you could only use those sponsors? Is that what the sponsor system is? Seriously? I've never heard of the sponsor. Yeah. Oh, well, Jet said it's not. Said it's something else. Okay. But, yeah, we're just gonna out talking about some of this stuff, and, yeah, we're just gonna close out the, final bits of this stream. So, looks like that's it. I believe that is it. That is going to close out our live stream. Stopmania, signing off.